Good morning. It is a microwaving our coffee kind of day because it's like 11:49 and I feel like I've not really got anywhere fast today yet. But this week we are making reusable sticker albums. I did, I think, 5 new designs, and I need to laminate them, cut them, and get them assembled into albums this week. If you're new here, my name is Anna. I run the business Plannerface and I make stickers and stationery for memory keeping, journaling, and just general planner decorating, which is a lot of fun if you've not tried it before, but if you're here, you probably have. So this week we're working on the albums. I'm also going to try and hopefully do a bit of prep for my anniversary, which is next Friday. I think my actual anniversary is Saturday. It's like the 7th of June. Although it's kind of funny because we have this every year, like never quite sure the exact date and I always have to look it up, but I think it's the 7th of June. It gets a bit confusing because I normally do my anniversary celebration on the closest Friday to the anniversary date. So it ends up being like, it could be like the 5th, the 4th, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th. Like it's been a lot of different dates because it's Friday's my new release day. So it makes sense to do like the anniversary on that day. So that's why it moves around, but I'm sure it's the 7th. But thinking about it, I think this vlog is possibly going to go up on the anniversary weekend. So if that's true, which I think it is, the anniversary sale is now on. There's 25% off and I'll put the code on the screen because I haven't thought of it yet, but the code is here. If you want to save 25%, there'll also be tiered freebies, new releases, there'll be an exclusive artwork anniversary kit, which I can probably show you in this vlog because I have the artwork. It's a really fun theme. It's like, imagine going to like a carnival or like a fairground, but it's planner themed. So we had a lot of fun coming up with all of like the concepts and like thinking of ways to kind of insert a bit of like planning and stationery into a theme where like it's not normally there. But it's like, you know how you get like themed theme parks? It's basically a planner theme park. So it's a really fun and like cool kit. We had a lot of fun making it, but that is not what I'm working on today. I'm gonna try and finish, well, will I finish? I'm gonna make a dent in the sticker albums and then we'll probably have to pause and do some designing because I need to get something like on the graph tech while I finish the albums, but I would really like to have a good chunk of them made because I hate like selling things that I haven't physically got made. I really prefer to have everything like created before I list it because it gets really stressful when things go wrong if you're making things to order. Like if it can be avoided, obviously, like for like a pre-order situation, it's completely different. So I'm gonna work on the albums now. I've got some to laminate. I'll show you the new designs and we will see how many we can get made. So I'm still here in the same spot. I have done a couple of albums, but I got sidetracked working on some mystery stuff. I've got a couple of briefs that I need to get to artists in the next maybe the next week. And this is always the case. I end up I'll head to Pinterest knowing that I'm going to work on a specific theme and then I'll like see something that will either inspire like a completely new board or I go down a rabbit hole and like add loads of stuff to a different theme and I don't actually get anywhere with the original theme that I'm supposed to be working on. But I have started the brief, so that makes it a little bit easier to carry on next time. It's not finished, but I'll probably try and do a little bit more work on it later, but not the plan for today. However, it was worth doing, so not really the end of the world, but yeah, I'm going to do the albums. I've printed some extra sheets that I need to restock and also for my own planner because I'm using the cherry birthday kit, which was the December mystery, but I haven't got the glitter header sheet in my version for some reason, so I went to do my spread and didn't have the glitter headers, which is kind of quite important for the way that I do my base. Like I really need the headers first. And then I'm using the book bus kit, which was the November mystery. I think it's probably our I don't know if it's our most popular mystery of all time, but it was very popular and the overstock sold like super quick, which meant I didn't have one for myself. And then we ended up going on a walk to Bradgate Park, which is this like really nice park near us. I've mentioned it quite a lot and I think in all the vlogs there's quite a lot of clips of it. We went to Bradgate Park and in the distance we're like walking down the path and we were like, what is that? And we're like both trying to figure out what this thing is. And we thought it was like a trailer, you know, like people will sell coffee and stuff out of those little like trailers. We thought it was that, and then we got closer and we realized it's like a mini library. It's so cute, and it takes contactless, and you can just buy books at the park. And I've never seen anything like that in person, and I was like, it almost looks like our book bus from the book bus kit. So I had to use it for that week, but I didn't have the kit. So I've printed and cut myself, well, I haven't cut it yet, I've printed myself a copy of that. So that's good. I've been like putting off doing it because like printing one of the kits is kind of annoying. So I've done that, which is good. But yeah, I need to stop rambling, stop getting distracted, and do the albums. Ari is literally right where I need to stand. Like, this is where I'm laminating the albums, and then he's right here, so like he's perfectly in the way, which is such a unique skill. So it's Thursday now and I'm working on some stickers. I've taken a little break from albums just because I need to get some designs so we can start printing and cutting. And I'm working on this collection. It's actually artwork that I've had for a really long time. I think at least 2 years, but maybe even like 3. And it's called Coastal Cottage, and it's basically like a cottage on the coast. It's very cute. It's kind of like almost, I would say, like maybe a bit like moody summer. I didn't release it when I got it because I think it was similar to a kit that I'd not long released. So I was like, well, I'll buy this artwork and I'll just save it, which is the worst thing you can do to almost guarantee that you'll never use some artwork, because I don't keep like good records of what I've got. Like, what I really should do is like in my Notion put a screenshot of the artwork so that I can visually see it and then like organize it into like seasons or something, like basically for unused artwork, because if I buy it and save it, I just forget. And then I've got another set of artwork to release, which is like French summer, which is unique, and like we're not that far from France, so I mean, I'm not planning on going to France, but I think it's like a really kind of usable kit, and it's just like pretty summer vibes anyway. So I'll show you that when I've done it as well. But I'm going to try and get those 2 designed so that the graph tech can cut them, and then we'll work on making more albums, because I think I made up about 20. I did like 2 designs basically, and I've got the other, I don't even know how many new ones there are. I think there's maybe 5. And then I've also got the restocks to do as well. So I didn't get as many made as I wanted to yesterday, but we ended up like doing kind of like house things. Like we had to go and do a food shop, and I got a new lamp. I need to show you my lamp because it's basically for when I plan at night. Like, I've been planning with this really small table lamp we have, but we don't like the way that the lampshade on the lamp, it basically like exposes the bulb, so we have to shine it against the wall because it blinds us, which means we barely get any light from that lamp. So I've got myself this like overhead lamp for behind the sofa, and I used it last night for the first time, and I could see so many things. It was great. And Tom was doing like Lego at the same time, and he could see what he was doing, and I feel like I've just discovered lamps for the first time at the age of 30. So yesterday was not my best day. I did get the 2 kits designed, but kind of like midway through the day, I felt so kind of sluggish. I basically just like crashed, and I haven't really done that in a while. So it was a bit of a struggle to do anything, but I did get the kits designed, and I've made up most of the new albums. I haven't done the ones that I need to restock, and I've got a couple more new ones to make, so I'm nearly done with them. So I'm going to try and finish those after I've put new releases live. So I'm just trimming the sheets right now, and then I will do photos and listings, and I need to do the album photos, which is a little bit different to stickers, so hopefully I've left myself enough time. These are the new kits. I love them. Probably the worst angle to show you ever, but this is Coastal Cottage. And fun fact, this little like Kindle, like e-reader. This is actually a screenshot from Beth's Kindle. Beth on my PR team, she's also on YouTube, she's Beth Plans XO. Because it had a book on there that I didn't really want to use because I'm a bit funny about using like copyrighted like materials. So it had like a specific book cover, and I was like, what if it was like the kind of like recognizable like generic like Kindle screen? So I messaged her and I was like, can you take a screenshot of a Kindle? And she was like, no, but you can like save words. And I think she thought I was asking like because I was like reading a book or something, and I was like, oh no, like I don't want to like save the words, like I want a screenshot for my kit. So she took a photo of her Kindle screen, and I managed to edit it to get it to look like it was part of the kit, like part of the art set. So I'm really pleased with that. It's a fun little Easter egg. And then the other one is, I've called it Golden Hour, but the art set was called like Chateau de Lumière or something, which I think is Castle of Light. So it's very like French inspired. I love like the architecture of like, look at the little house and stuff. It's very cute. And then this like archway, like doorway, and then like the fashion person sat on the, she's like looking out the window. It's so cute. But yeah, gonna finish cutting these, do the listings, and I'll also show you the new albums. I don't know if I've shown you them like all together, but I think there's 5, and the one that I thought was going to be like my album is now, it's still definitely like, maybe it's like tied with my favourite, but I have a new favourite. I am having a slow day in terms of like getting things done. I feel like I'm doing a lot but not actually like achieving anything. But releases are live. I didn't mention this, I'm going out to the theatre tonight, so I had to schedule the plans department newsletter and post. Like I would schedule the post anyway, but the newsletter we have to send it manually, so I've like got all that ready. Beth wrote it and I've just like put it into the, we're using MailChimp, so I've put it into the software, the website, and because we're only on the free plan we have to manually send our emails, so I'll just like quickly push like send on that tonight before we leave, but it's ready to go. Listings are up, the albums, like the initial reaction to them has been really good. Like people, well, I shared the sticker book, like the one where it looks like the stickers have been like semi-peeled off it. I've shared that like during the week because that was Tom's idea actually, and he suggested it to me and I was like, I'll try it, and it looked really good. So I've been sharing that throughout the week and that's been super popular. So I will say initial reaction, but like people have seen that one, but the response has been really good so far, so I'm excited about that. And I did spend some time like organising my journaling stickers into one of them last night. So this is the design that I was just talking about. So it's kind of got like a like dark grey, well, a very light grey, but like basically it looks like the sticker sheet where you've peeled the stickers. So it's got that, and then I don't know if you'll be able to see, it's not very good lighting, but the stickers have like a little bit of an offset and a little shadow to make it look like they are stickers. So it looks like a sticker sheet. And then the back is just like full, as if these ones haven't been peeled off. But this was the one that I went with for my journaling stickers. So I've put a few of the basic, I'm so like scatterbrained today. I also did a version of it that can go with a blank album. So this is a laminated sticker sheet. So it's not like paper stickers that you would normally get from me. They are basically like, imagine if they were die cuts. So you know die cuts have like the plasticky protection. It's like die cuts on a sheet. So I did a version of it that's like that, so that you can decorate your own blank cover. So these are those extra stickers from the sheet from when I did this. And then on the front page I've just got like, I got this from, I can't remember what she's called. Is it maybe Letters to July? On Etsy she has a bunch of theatre stickers, like journaling stickers. I would highly recommend. Also she has Taylor stickers. Kat got me all of the Taylor Swift ones for Christmas, I think it was. And then I've got my little Coffee Monsters Co. like craft paper sticker here. I don't know where I got that from. I think it was an order freebie. Then I accidentally skipped a page, so I don't know what I'm going to put here, but I guess it will be like a prime location because it's near the front. And then I just started to stick a bunch of my journaling type stickers. So these are kind of like bigger ones that I will use in my junk journal, all my torn pages. Some random ones. I can't remember where I got these from, like the Magical Market when I went to that in Birmingham last year. Some like random journaling kit, creative kit stickers, and then all my stars. So I've been working on that. I've got obviously loads of space to fill it. But the idea is that I want to have all my journaling stickers in like a good like transportable format, so that if I want to bring it to like an event or like in a coffee shop or something, it's easier than dealing with them in a box, because at the minute they're in a massive pink box. And then the other reusable album designs, we've got this sticker collector like friendship bracelet themed one. We have this, I showed this in the last vlog definitely, this was the one I was like experimenting on with the graph deck. So imagine hating me and I'm just collecting stickers. Love this one. I thought this was going to be the one that I use for the journaling, but I think I'm going to use this for like my doodle character stickers for my memory planner. We've got Sticker Girly, which I just think is super cute as well. I also probably will keep one of these for myself. We've got this composition book, like themed one, but it's like covered in little stickers. You've got smiley faces and like planets and stuff. Very like trendy kind of designs. And then on the back it's the same. So those were the new albums, and of course I've restocked some old ones as well. I've got an ink to change on the printer, and I'm running the weekly kits through the graph deck because I obviously haven't stocked those. I think after this I'm gonna do my own newsletter, which I have written but I haven't like put it into Klaviyo or like done any like formatted it or anything. And then I did get the like full set of anniversary art back today, so I don't know whether I'm gonna work on that collection, or I really should finish making the albums because I won't want to do that over the weekend. So I might do that today until I have to go out, because it's currently 2:30 and I'm going to a show. So I'm going to see Six, and I've never seen it. I've listened to a couple of songs because Kat put them on our Spotify playlist when we went to Liverpool. So I listened to, I think it was maybe just one song. So I know one song, which is great. But I think it's going to be really good. It's just one act and there's like no interval. It's just like start to finish, which is unusual. I've never been to a show like that. And then we're going to get Wagamama's for dinner, so I'm excited. But do need to try and get a good amount of work done. I think it's also a Formula One weekend, so basically like when it's a Formula One weekend, I know that I'm going to spend a good portion of the weekend, not a lot of it, but like some of it on the sofa. So I try and leave myself like laptop work to do for that. So I might design some of the new releases for next week when I watch Formula One. That sounds like a plan. So I spent the weekend like getting on top of orders, stocking the new releases, putting them all away. So everything is sort of ready to go into the anniversary week, because I don't have a lot of time to work on everything. I thought I would prep a lot more in advance, but to be honest, I tend to work like for the week that's like ahead. Like I'll work on it like that week, if that makes sense. So for like anniversary stuff, obviously I put a bit of prep into like getting the artwork done in advance because it has to be, but actually like designing like the new releases and the freebies and stuff, I tend to do it the week of because the sale's always at the end of the week. But I'm glad that I've pretty much like cleared everything on my plate in the lead up, so I can just spend this whole week working on anniversary stuff. But that's going to be in the next vlog, so I'm going to leave this one here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the studio vlog, and thank you for 9 years of Planner Face. But all of the anniversary prep will be in the next one, so I'll see you then. Bye.